We started. Come on, recording. All right, stay with me, kids. I got you. I'm going to carry you. I'm like the ranger sergeant, and I'm bringing you out of the forest. Don't worry. I'll even have to put you on my shoulder and carry you out. I'm gunning. All right, so step one, go to Packet Tracer, okay? Didn't I open? I thought I opened. Go to Packet Tracer and open in the student resource file, you'll find Planet G3 packets file. Yes? Open that up like a boss, okay? First thing what I want you to do is save it as. So file, save as. You're supposed to put your name on it. I'm just going to override this one. Oh no, I'll put a 1 at the end just in case. Have you used Packet Tracer?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to turn proxy on. If it's not connecting to, yeah, go to proxy. All right, hold on. Let me say this. For the people that can't log in, if you can't log in, just open up Windows, go to proxy. You got to have the proxy settings in, otherwise it won't find it. And here you got to put proxy TAFE New South Wales edu au. Come on. Hey? So open up the Packet Tracer file. It should ask you to log into Academy. If it doesn't, put your proxy setting in. It's proxy.tafenewsouthwales.edu.au 8080. Man, I haven't got enough pixels on this freaking projector. No, won't do it. Just super key, mate. Everything on Windows. Just hit the Windows key and type. Type. Just go boom, proxy. It'll come up. There it is. No one browses menus anymore. You just say what you want. Okay. And put proxy TAFE New South Wales edu au. Port 8080. And then open up the Packet Tracer file. And it should ask for your login. Wow, it's going to take us now to sign in to frickin' Packet Tracer.
What was the case though?
All right, let's get this done, and we can catch up tomorrow if you're missing out on assessments. Yes, this is 4. 4 is getting this thing to work.
Let's do it.
All right. So let's make some room. I'm going to put those there. I'm going to put my PCs in a line over here. So I'm going to make it look like our logical network that we drew. Remember? Okay, the printer can stay there. I'm going to put the switch in the middle. Move those more to the side. I'm going to move my laptops over here. Maybe put them there. Okay.
You guys click on the project.
No, I'm going to put those here. Laptops here. No, laptops here. Put my wireless access point there. There you go. 3 laptops, okay, and tablets down here. You got to sign in. Cisco. You've got to sign in. They gave it to you. Arthur or Richard made some for you guys, didn't he?
Yeah, and I signed this shit.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so there's my 3 laptops. Put the wireless here so they can easily join to it. All right. Move that up a bit there if I want. There we go. I'll put that there. All right. Now, let's wire this babies up, okay? So the connector is this guy. It's the flash. Okay, so open up your connector tools and pick Ethernet, which is this one, the solid black. Don't be racist. All right, let's go from each computer. We're going to plug it into the fast Ethernet port. And here, I'm just going to connect it to whichever port you want. Click there. Click on the first one. Okay, that's it. Grab another cable. So you saw how I got the cables? I click the lightning, and then I click the cable I want. Ethernet, port 2. Okay? Ethernet, port 3. Okay? Ethernet, port 4. Ethernet, port 5. Okay? And then I can connect my servers. Ethernet, port 6. Ethernet, port 7. I'll connect the network printer. Ethernet, port 8. Okay, so I've got all those cabled. Now I'm going to put a link between my router and my switch, because that's my gateway. That's going to become my gateway. Okay, Ethernet to here, you put it on the Ethernet port, not the internet port. Okay, the internet port goes to your DSL modem. Here we go internet, and here we put it in its port. That's the WAN connection. Okay, that's the LAN. All right, done. Okay, we're getting some. That just shows the link state, but it's not the IP config. Now these guys, let's start by configuring our router. Okay, our router here. Let's go to its GUI. Do not touch the internet connection. If you touch it, close it. Don't save it. Remember, you got to save down the bottom. If you stuff that link up, you won't get to the internet. So network setup is what we want. All right. Now they didn't tell us what IP addresses, so we can pick our own. So I'm going to leave it as the address as being 192.168.0.1, and that's a static IP for our router, which is going to be the gateway address. Okay. All of these, when they want to go to the internet, they have to go through here. Okay. Yeah. Pay attention. Don't ask me about this again.
Hey, how do you do this, sir?
Yeah. All right, so I'm leaving that. I'm leaving the defaults. I'm leaving it enabled, and it's giving me 50 IP addresses for leases. That's more than enough for this computer, for this network. Okay, so I'll just go save settings. Okay, that's done. Now, in our design, we have static IP addresses for our servers and our network printer as well. They have to be static. So let's go to server 1. Okay, if we look at the config and Ethernet, okay, what you'll see at the moment, it's set as static IP address. Yeah, good. So let's go into our desktop and go to IP configuration. Okay, all right, so here it is, static, and we're going to put 192.168.0.2 because 1 is the router, remember? So I'm going to give this guy a static IP address of 02. And we know the IPs that it's going to lease starts at 100. So we can use between 2 and 99 as static IP addresses. Okay? Subnet mask, that's correct. All right. Our our gateway is going to be the IP of the router. All right, 192.168.0.1. All right, we'll leave DNS for now. We can fix that later. Okay, close it. All right, so what you'll see now is this will show you its IP address and that the link is up, and there's the gateway address. Okay, this, if we look at this guy, There's nothing there. So now we've got to set up our backup server. Click it on. Let's just go straight to desktop and IP configuration, because I know it's static by default in servers. We don't have to check. All right, 192.168.0.3. Yeah. And again, we can put our router as the gateway. So if it needs to get to the internet, all right, so they've both got static IP addresses now. It's up 03, 02. You'll see that this is 01 on the LAN side. Okay. Printer, same thing. Let's go to config. Okay. Static. Oh, yeah, sorry. In here, static. We have to put static IP address. So here it's 192.168.0.4. Okay, that's it. The rest we can leave alone. So if I mouse over this now, it should show me 04 is up. And I can see I've got green arrows.
Why has it got 04//24?
Means 255.255.255. 24-bit subnet mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
Right.
Did you see /16? Then it's 255.2. Okay. It's just a shorthand abbreviation.
So you don't always type it.
Yeah. All right, so now let's have a look. These guys should be getting an IP address. They're not, because we've got to tell it to go DHCP. So let's click on PC1. Let's go to desktop. Here, let's just put on DHCP, and it should just grab an IP address. There you go, 101.
Yeah.
Okay, we've just got to put these all on DHCP. So here, just put it back to DHCP, and it should get an IP address automatically. Okay, see how it's picked the DNS server?
Yeah.
That's through the WAN side. It knows that that's our upstream. Okay, so do this for all. Desktop, IP. Oh, that's already DHCP.
Yeah, one was already.
Yeah, they always two was the third one was always on. Desktop, IP, DHCP. Make sure they get an IP address. Nice. Okay. So now, then you should be able to, because in assessment 4, you got to ping certain things. All right. Desktop. And there it is. All right, so we've got a circuit here now. All of these machines can talk to the router. In fact, they can go to the internet. It's already done. How quick. All right, now we've got to set up our Wi-Fi to connect all these guys wirelessly. All right? Look how easy it is when you know how.
So go wireless.
Go to wireless. All right. Now, there are some requirements. It asks us to, where's the assessment I did with the other guys? Here, in my handover, which we finished with the other groups. Here. So we have to use, the SSID is Planet Wi-Fi. Okay, so we've got to set that up. I'll put it on the side.
We just type that into the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. It's case sensitive. If you stuff this up, yeah. All right. So here, under wireless, I'm going to change that to, what was it?
Planet Wi-Fi.
Planet G3 in capitals dash Wi-Fi. Yes, Wi-Fi. So just pay attention. It's the clients. You've got to put this exactly. If you have an uppercase F, it won't connect.
Yeah.
Okay. So be very wary. All right, we have to have SSID broadcast disabled according to the instructions. Disabled. Okay, so make sure SS broadcast is disabled. All right, save. Always save, because this is web-based. If you don't hit the save, it won't save. All right, then we got to go to wireless security. Okay, and change that to WPA2 personal. AES, yes, it wants WPA2, AES. Up once you change this. So, wireless security. Okay, and then put a password. I just use password 1 with a capital P. I don't know if it. I don't think it asks you specific what password to use.
Well, secure.
That little doogalaki.
No, we'll look
I
at
honestly couldn't see it with mine.
We were clicking the up.
Yeah, up the top. Yeah. Yo, you click on it, and you should be able to hold on. Let me just save this first. Okay. Save. Remember, it doesn't apply until you hit save. All right. So if you click on a cable, you got. Oh, you got the delete tool as well. Where is it? There is a delete. It's an X tool. Here somewhere.
Top left, where the backspace thing is. Yeah, that one.
That one.
Left. Yeah, no, not the search. The one in the middle.
So
With
this
the left arrow pointing.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you select it and go delete. But I think, does that give you the X tool? No.
Selected item.
Ah, there you go. Now, once you get these crosshairs, you can just click on it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Now I've got to do it again.
You're welcome. There's a symbol
This
on the top
delete
left
key.
corner. It's like a left backspace facing arrow with an X on it.
Once you get the X here, then you can just click on things and it'll delete. That's your selection tool. I took a bullet for you. I've got to wait for that link to come up.
Put that on 7.
No, it was on 7. Oh, it's because
Might have been 7 previously. That might be worse.
yeah, I just put it on the top one. It should be the top.
It probably would take the most about 1.
It should, because when you click on it, it gives you the link.
Yeah.
All right, so we've set that up. Okay, so in here now, I can click into my tablets. They're the easy ones to do. Go to config, wireless. Okay, see how they've got it already set up? It's wrong. It's got a capital F. And people get buzzed on that.
They put in that bit of trick.
I think they did. Okay, and the passphrase I used was password 1. Okay, so if you set that up correctly, make sure that's WAES as well, because that's the encryption we have. Okay, when you close it, you should see a link. Come on, baby, there you go.
Yeah.
And if we mouse over it, you should see it's got 06. Okay? Yeah, it takes us a sec. So same with this guy, config, wireless. That's why I always keep these SSIDs on my clipboard. I can just paste them. Okay? Check your spelling. Make sure it's WPA2. And you use the right password.
Without the PSK, no, you want that button.
Yeah, you just type it. Type the passphrase.
Yeah.
Sure, it's all lowercase. The Wi-Fi's not got the old Wi-Fi in it.
Yeah, I changed that to fun and cheap _. Oh, it needs to be a dash.
Told you, it's very case sensitive. Copy it once, keep it on your clipboard. Yeah, they're assholes. Bastard assessors.
There we go. I got a connection.
There you go.
Freaking out for a sec.
So wireless.
All right, so we've nearly got our whole thing up and running and configured. Laptops are a pain in the butt in Cisco because they haven't got a wireless card.
Oh.
So you've got to install one.
Yeah, you got to turn it off. Go to physical for the laptop, power it off. You got to power it off, make sure the green light's off. Grab the NIC, take it out of the PCMCIe slot, and then grab the wireless card, which is this one. And whack it in, and then turn it on. Okay? Then what you'll see in config, you'll get wireless. Okay?
So
Go to config.
Power it up. So it again.
Power it off.
Power it off.
Physical.
Hold on. Let me just
Yeah,
get this one to
power it
connect, and I'll do the second one again. All right. So there's my thing, WPA2, and it's password 1. Oh, too many S's. Yes.
We all made mistakes.
It's a snake. All right. All right. So, see it's linked? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Go to physical.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
There's the side of your laptop.
Yeah.
Power it off.
Got it.
Grab the NIC. Drag it out into the shelf. Then grab the WPC300N. That's the Cisco wireless card. Put it in the slot. And then power on. Okay, then go to config and you'll see wireless.
Yeah.
And do it the same as the tablets.
Okay.
WPA2, PSK, and the passphrase is password learn. Your ass word.
And we don't need.
Boom. And the last one.
That's FID. So,
Yeah, you got to paste it in. Planet G3. Yeah.
It will automatically be there in the other one.
No. Turn it off. Pull out the NIC. Put in the Wi-Fi. Turn her on. Config wireless.
Okay, go on.
SSID. Planet G3. PA2. Password 1. Boy. Okay. And close her up. And make sure once you get it all working, save it.
Yes.
Because you're going to use this for all of assessment 4. So in assessment 4, you've got to go through now and ping each other's machines that it says. Okay, but it'll work. If you've done it correctly, you should have the circuits. You should make the links and be able to ping. Yeah, to ping, it's easy. Like if I open up this machine, I'll just go to command prompt and I would go ping. I'll ping the router, for example, 192.168.0.1. I'm getting a reply. Beautiful.
Did you do that in the?
In 4, it asks you to do certain things and collect the evidence.
Okay. And then you screenshot it in.
If it asks you. Okay.
All right. So save this on my thumb drive then. So then.
Yeah, you need this for assessment 4. Okay. Now, assessment 5 is we sign off on this. We've tested everything. Everything worked. And we're handing over the project. Completed.
I'm just going to organise all the assessments and submit them because I don't know.
Yeah, I can help you with that tomorrow.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty good. What was the case study?
Be careful of the SSID. Make sure it's WPA2. It'll work if you did it.
If the name Planet G3 has an underscore, you need to change it to a hyphen.
Be very careful. It's case sensitive.
You got to have it very specific. So if there's an underscore.
That's the Unix world, mate. There is no. See?
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah. And the password needs to be exact too. That should work then.
It should. All right. So once you've got the system up and running, you should be able to complete skills assessment 4. All right. So let me open that up and have a look at it with you guys.
Case,
Planet G3.
Oh, that's what
They gave it to you. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I just want to know what we need to upload to.
it's all of those 5.
Yeah, I know. I think I've done
So you'll
1,
find
2.
there's the installation plan that we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got that.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there was, this is the one we got to do now, the handover. That's 5.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you got to get this working first before you
Yeah.
can do the
Project
handover.
1, Project 2 I've done. I just
Yeah.
don't know what the Project 3 thing is.
3, I think,
Top
is one of these installation plans.
You go up the top, that one, LMS, above that, not above that.
Oh, 3 or 5.
Yeah.
I think
I've got 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure.
3 or 5.
Yeah.
It's the case study. Is this the one we just answered questions?
You might have
3 or
done it.
5. And that's the installation plan.
Oh, okay, cool. So we just have to upload that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's it.
yeah. That's
Okay,
basically doing the installation plan. There you go.
Sweet. So I've done the first 3 then.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's the installation plan.
All right.
And 4 is the one that you probably missed out.
Yeah, okay. I've got
That's
that
the
already.
one-
Jordan sent me, so I just got to fill it out.
You just got to fill it in. Now that you've got your packet tracer working, you've done that packet tracer
Yeah.
and you've got it working, then you have to go through all these activities.
Oh, okay. So that's what we just did then.
Yeah.
And we just go
So
through
here,
and save what it is.
It'll ask you here. Load network. Yeah, you've done that. You've done that.
Yeah.
You've established it. Yes. You did the network. You configured it correctly. Okay.
So you just basically upload
This
the
is
packet
just
tracer
giving you this-
file, and that's
yeah.
just like a check off.
And then here, this is what you're supposed to set up.
Yeah. Which is
Okay. Which you've done.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got to test the network here.
Oh, I see.
Okay. You got to ping
So we got
from
to put
from
that stuff
PC.
in.
It says from each workstation to server. So there's 5 PCs. You've got to ping the server, and from each workstation to the printer. So there's another 5 to the printer, which is 4 in mine. 192.168.0.4. You got to ping it, get a response, and give me the results. Okay. Record and troubleshoot process. What were the issues you had? Was one was the SSID name was wrong. The PCs didn't have DHCP on. You had to turn DHCP on the PCs. And the laptops you had to insert a wireless card. So basically tell me all the main things we did to get this to work. Okay, the problem and the action. The laptops, no Wi-Fi. What was the action? We installed a wireless card and then it worked. What was your problem on the tablets? They had the wrong SSID. Remember? You had the wrong one. And the password. You did that. PCs, 4 PCs had DHCP turned off. We had to turn it on. Okay? So everything you had to do in a change.
We should have uploaded all that stuff we did in the project.
Yeah, you could have had it finished. You should have had 3 up. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't upload number 1.
And then here's test the wireless. So it's the same thing. From each wireless device, laptop and tablets, ping the server. So then you just do that for the laptops and the 2 tablets. You ping the servers. What were the issues? Okay, so this is where we should say that the SSID was wrong and the laptops didn't have the network. Here you just say what was the other stuff you did for the wired network.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. And internet access, you got to ping Planet 3G. Intranet, yeah. So if you go that and go into the packet tracer, yeah, so it should be able to get to this guy. So in here, whoop, you can go to your browser, which is that one, I think. Yeah, browser. Paste the URL. See if it'll work. Come on, baby. Hey? Oh yeah. 'Cause I think it's a different name. Yeah. No, so 'cause I think this guy. Oh, because we probably didn't enable it either in services. Did we?
I haven't done the other ones.
No, it's on HTTP. Give it a space. Yeah. It's on. It's on. Index. And what's DNS? Does DNS work?
Do you want us to upload it to the middle or doesn't bother you?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Well, he needs it tomorrow.
Yeah. You got to upload this plus your packet tracer file. Okay. Once your packet, you got to make sure your packet tracer file is working, and just zip it with this assessment and upload it for 4. For 5, you got to create the handover.
And for 1, 2, and 3, upload those as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. There's 5 assessments on this one up there.
So this is boring. So network design was this.
It's copyrights. Hello world.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
Yeah, because there was an issue. Didn't we have to do something? What was the thing we had to do on the web server? Change.
That's the case study.
Oh, I did it manually. Yeah. Okay, and I pointed it to this, didn't I? Yes. So in here I had to go. Okay, name here. So what was it? Planet 3G.
Yeah, that's the only bit I haven't done either.
Did you do step 5.2? No, you'll be given one now. It's part of 1. You need to refer back to 1.
All right, let me have a look if that can work it out now. I think that should work now. Let's have a look.
Did we have to change something?
Yeah, you have to add a DNS record. It's one of the other things. Planet 3G local. Yeah, come on.
As you had copied, give the space. After local, give a space.
You reckon?
Yeah, now hit enter.
Oh, because it had a space when I copy and paste. I can fix that.
So what was the DNS?
Okay, so you got to go to the main DNS server, which is, when you look at on all of these, it'll show you the DNS is 203.1.2. See how it says 203.102?
Yep.
Come on, yeah?
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's this guy, okay?
Okay.
So that's this guy here. He's our DNS server, yeah? So what you got to do is you got to go in here and add a DNS record for that to work, okay? So in here, you got to go to services, DNS, and you got to add Planet 3G local. Make sure you don't lose the space at the end like I did.
We have to put the HTTP.
No. Yeah, let me remove this and do a fresh one. Okay. It's whatever it says in the assessment. That, okay, and we put the IP address of our server here, which was 02. I think we set this because he's running the web server, the intranet web server is running on him. Okay, and then we go add, and it'll put it in there, and then we should be able to open up any machine, go to the web browser, and paste that URL here, URL, and oh come on, I didn't. Maybe I have to stop it again. Hold on. F5 it. No. Bastard. Oh, because I left HTTP in it. What a doofus. Get rid of the
I
HTTP.
didn't do that. But it's still gonna work.
You probably had a space at the end of the local.
No, it's right. I got it. It automatically put HTTP.
Just going to turn it off and turn it back on, because that always helps in IT.
Take away the HTTP.
Turn it off, turn it on. There we go.
Nice. Now we've saved that again. So we're good.
Yeah. So that's something else you did in the wired network, troubleshoot.
Yeah.
You had to add the DNS record.
Okay. I've got to try and remember and put all this shit in there.
I've got it. I'm pretty sure I did it with a group. Where is it?
We're also missing a little bit on projects two.
What parts? Two.
Yeah, that one that started it. There's something in step 1 and then step 5. We need something. I don't know what we
That's just short answers, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's something weird. I don't know. Prepare a plan of action to develop your Planet D3 network design. In this way, you need to identify at least 4 major goals that need to be achieved. Against each goal, you need to identify the time frame in which you aim to achieve the goal.
Oh, that was when is that the thing that we did created our project?
Yeah, the goals. We didn't do the goals there and explain what to do to achieve the goals.
And then there's another bit that you have to refer back to this.
Step what?
1.
Yeah.
Step 1.
Right. Yeah, the goals bit.
In days and weeks. So what did we work out in our project? How long it'll take? So that's one of our goals. One, create the design, create the plan, and then basically what we're doing is.
So your goal would be to create a time frame.
No. It'll be create a design solution, first of all. Create a design solution. Let's say that'll be like a day or two. Where's my project file? I got it. I'll give you guys. So that was that's the implementation. So what you got to do in your goals, your main goals are what we call they're called milestones when you design, when you're planning to roll something out. Let me get a whiteboard marker.
Was that one?
Yeah,
I got one.
I've done it every 1.8 and 2.3.
I've put links.
So I would put 3 goals, right? The first part,
They're links to 2 standards.
Oh,
So you got this links. And then what? 2.3.
right, so the first one should be
So it's all the steps that we do.
I remember looking at that. I just obviously didn't have to
A lot of talking.
Was it that on the Discord? Was that one? Or was it a photo when you just talked about?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. We did that week. I think we did. I don't remember what we did this year.
Right, so they're probably the 3 key milestones.
Right.
First part is analyze and design a solution. Analyze the problem, design a solution. That's what we did first. They said, this is our problem. We go, well, we can solve it this way, work out what stuff we need, right? And design a solution that'll fulfill that, okay?
Yeah.
So let's say we had a week to do that. Okay? Yeah, so let's give that 1 week. Then in our planning and implementing, we did that project. So how long did the project end up being to implement it?
1 lesson.
No, it's duration. If we started 29th of March,
Oh, is that a schedule for this?
Yeah.
In theory, if
Yeah.
you did this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
and we finished then
Oh, wow. Have you done this before or something?
with you guys. No, I didn't.
No, I mean like has someone done it?
I just did that. I did this one last class. Well, a couple of classes ago. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, we worked out the tasks. What are the predecessors? How long each task should take? We just guessed half a day. Yeah,
And
so
it gives you the dates. Then it
yeah,
gives you the
so
timeline.
yeah. So if we start Wednesday, whatever it is today, it should be.
And then you just click on what
is that
And you got to make sure, like,
And you
the
see-
predecessors, so you can't complete tasks 5 before task.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so you
5th
can't
of
complete
April.
task 10 before task 4.
because something needs to be done with the project.
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, like setting up all the tables and shit. You
Yeah.
can't set up those before you start.
Yeah.
And yeah. So it took us a week to install it, roughly, was it?
I think it was a little bit over a week, wasn't it?
To Wednesday.
Like, or was it like
Oh,
6 days?
Yeah, no. We started on Wednesday and we finished halfway through Wednesday. So a week and 5.5 working days. It was because we didn't do anything on the weekend, so we took the weekend off.
5.5.
Okay, 5.5.
So we only need 2 goals.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So you can go 5.5 days. So let's keep it all in days. All right, let's give ourselves 5 days. When we did our VCO drawings and all that, worked out where to buy the stuff. Give ourselves 5 days for that. Once we know everything we're going to buy and how we're going to implement it, 5.5 days to put in the project. And then at the end to test it and evaluate the solution, you just have a day for that. That's basically what we're doing at the handover. We're testing the solution now.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe let's say 1 day. No, so they would be.
And then you put in 2 anyway.
Yeah, 2. I don't care. As long as it's within the ballpark, as long as it makes logical sense.
Yeah. And then we have to explain.
Because some people were having problems. They didn't write this down for assessment. What was it?
Project 1.
Project 1. What are the key?
We missed the question in project 1.
No, project.
Oh, it's a project. two.
Yeah, project 2, question 1. What are the main goals?
And then question 5, you got to refer back to question 1.
Yeah.
What's question?
Somebody else with the other class said I was asking about question 5.
Yeah, well, it's referring back to 1. So if you haven't done 1,
Yeah, that's weird. 3. 4. It's client sign off. That's correct? Have I got a different version? All products.
5.2, reflect on the
Ah.
step 1. What are you doing?
5.1. 5.2.
No, I'm hearing a different one.
No, it's true. Yeah, I think so. Your question's slightly different.
It's completely different.
So you don't have to send an email. Didn't I get
Maybe that's why we haven't done it. You've got an updated one.
No, 5.2, there it is.
Oh, yeah, there you
So you didn't have to do, they got rid of the email.
Oh, I see.
Reference to need to include assessments that have unexpected issues.
So we could say, issues we know coming in.
Okay, if the arrangement didn't work, but they then didn't adjust. No. So that was your plan. That's how much you gave. You can either say it worked, or you can say testing ended up taking
Put a
longer.
thumbs up.
No, what I would say is testing took a bit longer because of those issues that we found in this assessment.
Yeah,
But we actually did it. Yeah, we had to reconfigure the workstation. Yeah, we had to do a DNS record, add a DNS record. So you can say those. Okay?
Yeah.
So what I would say, maybe you planned 1 day for this. Okay? So in the original we planned 1 day, let's say it took us 2 days. And then you say your course. Yeah, and then DNS, DHCP, the SSID, because while testing, you picked up those errors. Does assessment 2? Somebody asked me about a test. Yeah, 5. Step 1 was at the top. First one. Yeah. Well, I said this is what we planned. All right. Question 5. You can say, well, we originally planned 1 day just to do a test, but it took us longer because we picked up problems. And the problems are the ones we picked up in the just now in the prac. That we had to add records, DHCP we had to turn on. So there were all those bugs. I'm bouncing all over the place here.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks.
I just wanted to make sure it was done so we can upload it.
Well, it's sort of, well, now it makes more sense that you've done this.
Then we don't have to worry about it.
Can you just copy those 3, 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, for question part 1. Yeah, 1 you
Say
can
that's what we
say,
changed.
this is what we planned. And then at the end, when it says reflect 5.2, just say, well, our testing took a lot longer because of these bugs.
DHCP, the SSID,
Yeah, all the troubleshooting that we picked up, the adjustments we had to make.
I'm gonna upload this thing, right? So I don't have to do Say what you're going to make sure you achieve your goals efficiently.
All right, so
Did we have a copy of that schedule that you did? Did everyone do that or just you?
everyone did it. I think everyone did the schedule. Didn't you all do the schedule that I showed you with our project? Can someone send him a copy?
Because you can just put that as B, because it's asking, explain what you are doing to make sure you achieve your goals efficiently. So you can
Yeah,
put that
you
in.
say I'm managing using Microsoft Project Manager.
Yeah. So let's say we're
Using a Gantt chart from Microsoft Project. That's called a Gantt chart, that timeline.
Sorry.
A Gantt, G-A-N-T-T. Gantt chart. It's a big deal in the world of project management. So if you go Gantt, you'll see all the information about Gantt charts. That's how you do timelines. Multi-dimensional timelines.
Yeah, so if something needs to be whatever.
Everything impacts and everything changes. You must have missed out about 2 or 3 lessons, I'd say.
Yeah, well, it's really sick.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What about COVID?
It's got the COVIDs.
I just had some crazy chest infection.
Stay away from.
No,
Everyone slowly moves away.
it's long gone. I didn't start an outbreak in the local area.
I was looking at the stats. Yeah. No hotspots in Campbelltown. All right. I think I recorded the how to do a project chart
Oh, really?
from memory. I think I did. Oh, let me stop this recording because that's pretty much it. Done.